Hi, my name's Nadia Maddy. Welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk about writer's block. But what I'm going to do is suggest some tips to unblock your writer's block. So the first tip I'm going to give you is to write your scene, write your favourite scene. You know, sometimes you've got a story and you want to write the story and you've got scenes in your head. You don't actually have a whole plot in your head, you just got these scenes in your head, or you kind of have an idea how these scenes are supposed to go, but the rest of the story isn't working. So these scenes are kind of like ideas, because sometimes, you know, we watch movies and we think of movie scenes, and that is it. That kind of, when we're writing, we start to think of our book in scenes, and that's not actually a very good thing that happens to you when you think like that, because what happens is your book may just be a series of good scenes and nothing more. There's nothing driving the work. However, if you have writer's block and you're stuck, for me, I would say first thing to do is write that scene. Write the scene that's in your head. Get it all out on paper. There's no rule that says you can't do that. You don't have to write the story from the beginning to the end. If you've got a scene in your head, write it all down. That will help you. Second tip that I have for you to unblock your writer's block is to end the day in the middle of a scene. Now, there's nothing that's going to drive you like momentum. Okay, so if you write your story, yeah, you've written it, half finished it, so there's a scene going on, I don't know, somebody's got to kill somebody, or somebody wants to commit suicide, or he's just about to tell her that he loves her. How about writing up to the point where he's just about to tell her that he loves her, but she hasn't answered him? When you write up to that point, and then you go to bed, trust me, your writer's block is going to go away. You know why? Because you've got the momentum, and the momentum's in your head. You now have to finish this story. He was just about to tell her the most important thing. She has no idea. She's come to meet him, or maybe they've gone to the library together, or maybe they work together. I don't know what your story is. But she has no idea she's going to be told this. And you have just written out this scene where he's just about to say something, and then you leave it there, and you've gone to bed, or you've gone off to work, or whatever it is you do. That will follow you. That will stay inside your head, and it will niggle at you. And when you leave it and you walk away from that, what's going to happen is in your mind, you're going to start to resolve it, and other questions are going to arise. Because it's not just going to be a point of he told her he loved her and that's it. No, it's going to be what happens after that. The whole story will replay in your head, and that's the best way to keep up the momentum. The best way to keep up momentum is to pretty much end in the middle of a scene and then walk away from it. The third tip this is a tip that I use all the time, it really helps me a lot, is to walk away. Walk away, put the book down, get out. Leave it alone. Take a break. Now, some writers may advise against this. They may say, no, you have to write every day, and even if you don't know what to write down rubbish anyway. You still have to keep writing. But remember, everybody is different. That doesn't work for me. I can't sit down and write rubbish. It just doesn't work for me. And sometimes you're sitting down, you're writing, you're not writing rubbish, but a lot of it will be irrelevant. I can't do that. Unfortunately, I just don't work like that. So you really have to find out what works for you. What works for me is leaving it alone, taking a break. I'll take a break. It may be a long break, and that long break may be even up to 3 months. Or taking a break could mean just taking a break for 20 minutes, 2 hours. What I like to do is I like to go out and do other things and forget about my work completely. You'll meet other people who will say to you, oh, how's your work going? How's your work going? And you always sound like you're taking a break. I don't know, but if you've got to take a break, take a break. So those are pretty much 3 ways to unblock your writer's block. I hope you found it helpful. I don't know if you have any ways that you get rid of writer's block. Please share it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You have to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bless you. Okay. I'll see you next week.